world building. For years, you've had to hear about how that's the reason One Piece succeeds, how that's something it does better than any great work of fiction ever. In that case, shouldn't One Piece make for the greatest adventure setting in all of gaming too? Well, yes. In principle. The practice of it all is completely different. Making a game that gives each player complete freedom to live out whatever life they want to in that world is impossible. Or at least, it should be. Dungeons and Dragons. Now, before you escape, hear me out a little longer. I've used one of the world's premier tabletop RPGs as a backbone off of which to design a game that truly embodies One Piece in every sense. From a combat system that allows you to create your own original moves, to support for every race, skill set rules that could help your dreams of being a master, navigator, or doctor come true, and so much more. I've built it all. There's only one thing missing: the actual building. So here's the current situation. I have all the rules and mechanics in place, it's a fully functional tabletop, but I want more. As currently constructed, the game is still One Piece D&D. You need a dungeon master and one or more players to start, then you've got to read through my game guide and do all the math for character creation. It's honestly all a fun game that I've been playing with my friends and other YouTubers for years now, but an idea's crossed my mind recently. Why don't I turn this all into a game that's available for everyone? I mean, the D&D version is out there on my Patreon, and I'll probably play with you and handle the hard parts if you sign up, but that's not what I'm talking about. I mean an actual coded game. Handles all the math and roles behind the scenes, streamlines character creation, has virtual tabletops where you can have your maps and initiate turn-based combat that handles your health, stamina, whether your attacks are connecting, and how much damage they're dealing. All that, among features I think are too crazy for me to speak out loud right now, because while I do want to build a full-on RPG, that's not what this is about. Picture this. You have a crazy theory idea about how the Void Century started, but you don't have a platform to share it, and you only ever tell your theories to your friends. One Saturday afternoon, you're all pretty free to hang out, so you decide to share it. But instead of telling them all, you decide you have time to kill and want to do something fun. They all spend 5 minutes downloading the free app and setting up, then maybe 5 more minutes to make characters, or you just share characters you made for them in advance. Because the app has mechanics which take care of all the inner workings, you don't actually have to know how to play D&D or read the rulebooks. It's all straightforward. You spend the next hour telling them your story through putting them in different scenarios, leading them throughout the world from one epic clash to defending a nation on the brink of defeat, then finally hiding away a powerful devil fruit somewhere. You turn your story into a fun and interactive experience, and if you aren't sure you know how to do that, you play through the pre-built stories the game comes with to get a handle on how to do it all yourself. A couple dozen hours of solo or team adventures you could go on with some friends without any of you having to know how to tell a story or run a game. In fact, because those would be so easy to play, you wouldn't even need to know or like anything about One Piece to play the game itself. I'd even set up tournaments and prizes, and I digress. I think the whole idea is super fun, but I don't know the first thing about coding, software development, or game design, and I'm way too broke to hire people who do. I make $10 a month on YouTube, so now I'm here. I know some people would love if this existed. It'd be great for me and my close friends. I just don't know how many people would actually care. I spent the last 3 years on the tabletop version of my One Piece D&D to build on a feeling Daniel Rustage gave me, and it was an amazing experience I hope I can share with other people. So I decided to make this video. A video which is skipping ahead of all the other incomplete videos I'm sure my subscribers are mad I haven't put out yet. Here's my call to action: 5,000 subscribers. This would be a monumental undertaking, and I'd have to rely on Kickstarter to get the game under development. Before I even ask people to try give me their money to make this dream come true, I want to see if I can get them to press the subscribe button for free. If you can't do that, I know this project's dead in the water. If you beautiful people can get me up to 5,000 subscribers in the next month, I promise I'll do my best to gather funding and have this app under development within the year for both mobile and web platforms. 5,000 subscribers might sound insignificant in the grand scheme of YouTube, but it's a lot harder than you might think, and I need your help to do it. If you hit the subscribe button and share this with other people you know you can get to subscribe, it's really possible and the goal's achievable. If we just get 150 views again like we usually do on these kinds of videos, we'll just forget this ever happened and move on. I can't bring myself to write an outro after an emotional message, so thanks to Bolivar Sanchez and Lucas HF, as usual, and goodbye from Kenchan.